Pondering a career change or just curious to see how much Australia's top earners make? Well, you're in luck because I've gone through the ATO reports and I've come out with the top paying occupations in Australia. Hi guys, my name's Emily and I'm from Grad Australia and we help students kickstart their career. So that means we help you apply to Australia's largest collection of grad jobs, internships and volunteer opportunities.
That sounds amazing.
So while a big paycheck isn't the only factor to consider when choosing a career, because you kind of want to be happy, get that work-life balance, well, it's still a pretty important one. Okay, so unsurprisingly, jobs in the medical field actually make up for like half of today's list, so that's probably why your parents told you to study medicine.
I should be a doctor, huh?
But there's still a bunch of other ones in there that will really surprise you. So I'm gonna start at number 10 and be sure to stay to the end to see what is Australia's highest paying job. So coming in at number 10, we have an engineering manager. So they are responsible for planning and overseeing engineering projects. Makes sense. On average, engineering managers make $160,000 per year, or that is $2,100 per week after tax.
Sounds good to me.
So I feel like that's pretty good. Number 9, we have CEOs and managing directors. So they earn around $165,000 per year on average, or about $2,200 per week after taxes.
I'm actually the CEO.
Oh, so these salaries can change depending on the companies because, obviously bigger company, more money, smaller company, less money. But fun fact, CEOs and managing directors are actually the most popular jobs on this list with about 190,000 individuals reported, which is kind of surprising because I felt like it would be really hard to become a CEO or a managing director, but I guess there's a lot of jobs for it. Number 8, we are back to engineering. So we actually have mining engineers and they earn $185,000 a year, which is about $2,450 per week after tax.
I'm going to be an engineer.
And then within that group, we actually have petroleum mining engineers who have a taxable income of around $190,000 a year. Next up, we have judicial or other law professionals, and they make $190,000 per year, or about $2,500 per week after tax.
Paid off cops, we paid off lawyers, we paid off judges.
Okay, also this group actually includes judges and magistrates, but it doesn't include barristers and solicitors. Interestingly though, the ATO did include article clerks in this group, so it actually skewed the income way lower.
How much can you trust data now?
Okay, so let me just put that into perspective for you. So basically, average judge has an income of about $420,000, and then an articled clerk has a taxable income of $70,000. Fun fact, the legal team of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case actually cost $5.5 million, so they make a ton of money. Now for number 6, we have other medical practitioners. So this includes dermatologists, gynecologists, ophthalmologists, pathologists, diagnostic and interventional radiologists.
That was a mouthful.
And radiation oncologists. Again, incomes can differ depending a lot on the job. On average though, the ATO says that these other medical practitioners have an average taxable income of around $220,000 per year. So that is $2,800 per week.
That's a lot of money.
It makes sense that our parents wanted us to go into medicine. In 5th place, we have psychiatrists. So psychiatrists earn around $235,000 a year, which is around $2,900 per week after tax. So there's only a small number in Australia, so that's also why they earn so much.
We need more.
It's projected that there's going to be a significant shortage by 2030. So if you want to get into a career that has heaps of money and not much competition, then become a psychiatrist.
Become a psychiatrist. Work in an asylum.
In 4th place, we have financial dealers.
It's not drug dealing, God.
So after the medical field, finally a non-medical position, we have the finance industry, which is actually the second highest paid industry after the medical field. And these people actually make a bunch of money. So financial dealers, they make around $275,000 a year, or about $3,400 per week. Financial dealers include stockbrokers, people who are like Wolf of Wall Street type vibes. We also have people who buy and sell securities on behalf of clients.
Wolf of Wall Street, they call me. Look.
And then for number 3, we are back to medicine. So we actually have an internal medicine specialist. Sounds really fancy. They are the 3rd highest occupation group and they earn $300,000 per year on average. And so that's about $3,700 per week after tax. Okay, so this group has a bunch of different occupations. So let's go through them. We've got specialist physicians, cardiologists, endocrinologists, neurologists, pediatricians, Yeah, it's a real tongue twister. I hate all those words. They're just so hard to say.
Try again.
So we've got specialist physicians, we've got cardiologists, endocrinologists, neurologists, and pediatricians. But there's also a really big difference in income because a cardiologist can earn around $470,000 a year, but then an endocrinologist can earn around $250,000 a year. So that is like $200,000 difference. That's a whole salary difference. Number 2, we are still in the medical field and it's an anesthetist.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Who would have guessed? These people earn a whopping $390,000 per year or $4,500 a week after tax. According to the ATO, during this reporting period, there was only 3,400 people who were in this job. So it's actually a really niche profession, but it's also really not easy to get into.
It's amazing, crazy hard to get into.
And finally, we have surgeons. Who would have guessed? Surgeons take the cake as the top earning profession because they earn an average of $395,000 per year, which is also $4,600 per week after tax. Plus, on the positive side, other than a high income, they reportedly have super high job satisfaction.
I mean, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Because they are saving lives.
Saving lives.
So surely that has to feel good. Okay guys, so that was the top 10 occupations in Australia, and although we don't recommend you choose a career path based on salary, it definitely doesn't hurt to have a bit of extra money at Christmas time.
I get money, I spend money.
Let me know in the comments if you were surprised by any of the professions or if you think there's any high-paying jobs that we missed.
I don't want to miss anything.
And if you're a university student or a recent grad who's looking to kickstart your career in the actual field that you studied in, make sure you click the link in our description. It is to gradaustralia.com.au. We have a bunch of grad jobs, internships, advice, resources, you name it. We have everything you need to kickstart your career, so go and check it out.
Absolutely, I'll do that right now.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.